Mr. Hyde, 3 minutes.
Well, 3 minutes. This arguably could wait, but we all read the papers, right? Commissioner Batty was just outside talking to Channel 10 about this, by pure coincidence, because I was going to talk about it anyway. You know, I don't have to bring down the elephant to be the elephant in the room. Hands up if anybody has read about all the shootings in Sarasota over the last couple of months. I assume that we all have, right? Assume that simple solutions to complex issues don't all exist. But also assume that your number one priority is public safety, right? Public safety. And let me be frank, my heart bleeds for that community, all right? Not because I'm some stupid snowflake that turns around and says I know what it's like to live like that, because I don't. But it can't be a good thing. And why on earth this isn't on the agenda? Why on earth this hasn't been discussed at a single city commission meeting in public? Why on earth we're not at least trying to do something? Now, again, not to be unfair to Commissioner Batty, because the nature of it, he's not the chief of police, he's not the director of public safety, but the common term is, well, there's not much we can do about it. It's gun violence, it's violence. Does that mean we don't try? What things could we do? First off, temporary interim is no good, with due respect, Mr. Brown. You need to have some degree of certainty in management, all right? If you want to have some degree of authority, you've had the chief there, interim chief, now for months. Make a decision. You're either going to make him the chief or you're not. But leaving him as an interim chief leaves him without any real ostensible authority. To me, that's a problem. Go back. You remember that order 5 years ago to move away from 2-officer cars? Those of you that were here, you remember that? It's a terrible decision. When seconds count, they were told to call for backup. That's a real easy thing. I understand the chief of police has that discretion. City manager has the discretion to hire the chief of police. You have the discretion to hire the city manager. All it came down to tell you, remind you, is that semantics notwithstanding, discussions about all this other stuff is serendipity. Half a dozen shootings in the last 6 or 8 weeks. Yeah? Do something about it. Put it on the agenda, have the conversation. Thank you.